So the post office, they ruined the surprise because when my parents got home yesterday, when my parents got home yesterday, the box was already open so they could already see what was inside. Because I was planning to wait to dinner today to let them know what the big surprise was. But they were shocked, so later today I'm going to get their reactions to it.
He all excited. You know he took the book to work.
He did. Mom.
Got everybody pumped up. It don't come out on. I say, your ass talking around. You standing around your cat calling her.
Oh my goodness. Hold on.
I say not for second.
This one.
What's up? Tell about how you stood around the case and had book readings today.
What's going on?
Hey, what's going on? What's up with you?
Nothing much. Just walked in the house.
Okay.
You
So,
been busy all day?
yeah, all day on my feet. Yeah,
What y'all
but
doing down here?
we just okay. We just okay. We just talking to people about the school and getting them to get interested about the J school, sending them information, all of that.
How many people y'all talking to?
We had a large stack today. I want to say at least 1,000.
1,000?
Yeah, we talked to a lot of people everywhere. This is all over the country. They coming for this conference.
All over the country?
Yeah.
Wow.
So what your people at work say about the book since you took it to work?
Stood around and had a book reading in the middle of
What are you telling them for?
He had the time clock talking about we're gonna have a reading in 15.
So they excited.
I told them they was excited about it. And one woman said, I want to read the whole book right now. Got some good stuff in it. I said, no, you can't read it right now.
He's standing around. And he read it. He started off, pity po me, pity po you. That's what he doing. That's what he doing around the time.
They was like, oh, this interesting. Ooh. Yeah.
That's good. So what's your thoughts, Ma? What's your thoughts overall? What's your thoughts?
That's a good, very good book. I'm fired up yesterday. Shoot, I was fired up. I'm impressed. I took it to work. They were like, I know you proud of your daughter. I said, yeah, she just hired me and wrote a book. I said, I can't believe it. I said, I'm shocked. And we're good. Your kids gonna make you rich. You ain't gonna have to work.
What you think, Ma? What you think?
I mean, I like it. I was really surprised that you put it all together. I knew that you probably had it somewhere, but I didn't know you was going to put it in book form. And it's so nice to see.
This is what I'm supposed to be doing, so I don't know, but I know it don't come from me. I know I couldn't write this or couldn't think of this stuff on my own, but it's all original stuff that I wrote. And like you said, copyrighted. Nobody else has done this. You can write your own. You can have your own inspirational quote, inspirational whatever, but I know that everything in my book came from my mouth, you know, and I got a record of that. From day one, from the start of this, that is mine. Well, it's God's words, but it's in my name, you know. I'm just being a messenger, and I think that's part of the reason what's of who He wants me to become is to continue to be an example and to help people, help people. I didn't even realize over homecoming how many people followed me and followed what I do, because people was calling me by my Instagram name, or they was talking about, okay, Char got gems, you know, recognizing the things that I do. And it, you know, I don't get that, or it didn't seem like I was getting that type of recognition. But to have somebody just come to me, you don't even say my name, you just say what you know me for, and to know me for something that God has put in my heart to do, I just felt really just proud of that. And for people to, you know, to recognize it and to just be like, keep doing what you're doing. Like everybody I talk to, keep doing what you're doing. You touching somebody, you reaching somebody, you doing this, you doing good. And for everybody I've talked to, all my friends, people that I know through social media, that I follow or whatever, and don't really know them in person like that, even they were the ones telling me, continue to do what you do because it's touching so many people. And to know that I don't even have the impact, this wouldn't be possible. I wouldn't even have the brain to put this book together, you know, or to put, because this is only the first 3 months. To put the first 3 months of what I wrote into a book, that's crazy. I can't think of this myself. And so it's just different. I'm on a different spiritual plane, and so I hope that somebody else can get to that by reading my book. So that's my only hope for it, and that's why I say I pray that you heal and love yourself and others the way God intended you to, because I feel like I'm just now, I mean, all my life I've been prepping for this, you know, prepping to be able to walk in whatever path God planned for me, but to be able to be conscious, like woke. You know how they be woke. I'm woke enough to know that everything I'm doing, anything I do in my life, is because of God. And that's something that most people don't even care to even realize, that everything that's happening, the fact that I didn't have a ticket, you know, all this stuff is just like, it's God, and I know that it's intentional. So when I know that everything in my life is intentional, all the pain, all the bad stuff, all the good stuff, everything that happens to me on day to day is intentional, like, I'm able to just move differently and be more happy, be more faithful, regardless of whatever happens to me in my life. And I think that God wants me to be able to be an example, like I said, be an example of that and help somebody else, because it's hard. It's hard, and well, I can't believe this. Like, I'm just not seeing a book in my hand. The way the inside looks is you get a gem on every 3 pages. Every 3 pages you get something, and then you got the notes and reflections. And then the way I'm setting it up is every 3 months is going to be a volume. So this is the first, April to July, and then it's going to keep going after that, and you're going to collect these different volumes of that. So when you come back, and again, each book is going to be a different. So the first one is Love, Life, and Loss, and it's focusing on love. It's focused on self-love, sacrifice, and spirituality, because again, I want to be able to help you build your spirituality up, because you know it's different to believe in God, but it's one thing to know God the way He knows you, and that's why I want this first part to be about. Then you have life and all of the trials and tribulations that happen in your life, and you want to be able to make sense of it, because in that moment it don't make sense, and you want to know why things happen to you the way they happen to you, but you can't really make sense of it. So you have life, and life is your tests, your trials, you know, your trials, your trauma, and your triumphs. So the good things that happen to you too, the trials that you go through on everyday life, and then the traumatic things that you just suppress, or you know, that you just don't really want to talk about. And I hope that this will help somebody, you know, get through their trauma, get through their trials, and understand that all this stuff is a trial. Then the last section is loss. And so it's about honesty, about who you are, what you want to be, what's really going on, your problems, the reality of who you are. Giving yourself a reality check. That's the honesty part. The healing of it is the fact that you can become better. Like, this is the process to become better. So you're losing a piece of yourself, but the goal is to gain a new piece that's gonna make you better than the first person, you know, better than what you were before. And then the hurt part is actual physical loss. Like this year, like, even though God has done really great things to me this year, we all lost a lot this year, and I feel like we have to be able to process that.